Hey, this is Pasha from Impeccable English, and in this video we'll be learning more about word partners and how they make all the difference in the language, and the reason why we need to make a special effort to learn them. But before we get started, hit the like button and subscribe my channel to get notified of my latest videos. Well, we often tend to use the same words all the time, or and again, and this makes our language sound boring, dull and drab. And to break that monotony of the language, we got to change the words in our language from time to time. For this to happen, you need to have a good knowledge of word partners, which are often referred to as collocations. And probably the single best way to improve your knowledge of collocations is to read widely, more and more. The more you read, the better your knowledge of collocations gets. And to that effect, you have to actually get into a habit of reading daily, on a daily basis. And while you're reading, if you find any new expression or word combination, take them down in a diary or in a word journal. This practice would really boost your vocabulary, and you would very quickly add lots of words and phrases to your vocab. There's lots of technology in this digital era, and the world is getting more and more digitalized. With all the technology around, you don't have to really keep a diary or a journal handy all the time. Instead, you could use an app like Anki flashcards or word themes to note down the words or phrases you want to learn. And if you want to retain all the information you've taken in, you have to revise the things you've learned, or else the words won't stick in your head. Well, if I can digress a little to consider this problem area. Well, in fact, I've seen lots of people who can actually write very good English, but when it comes to speaking, they're like awful, disaster, terribly bad. And it's not that they don't know the grammar or don't have a good vocabulary, but yes, they do know the grammar rules inside out and have a very good vocabulary, but they still find it really difficult to speak English fluently and naturally. Or even if they speak, they often get stuck, fumbling helplessly for words, and at times the mind goes totally blank. The words just don't come out, feel nervous, frustrated and stressed out, and as a result, and they would just become phobic about speaking English and would prefer not to speak English at all. All this happens because they're just super conscious of their mistakes and feel judged, and they often get a sense that if they speak English, they sound funny and stupid, and this fear of making mistakes is right here in their head all the time. And probably it stems from the gut feeling that the English is not good enough, or the feeling of being judged or being laughed at, or maybe the feeling of being imperfect. But I'd say it's perfectly normal to be imperfect, because being perfect is often overrated. And every single non-native speaker of English has gone through this sticky phase, and you are no exception. It's quite normal for you to feel that way. Just stop worrying and learn to be less judged. Just be yourself. It doesn't matter even if anything goes wrong. Be it a grammar rule or an attempt to find the right word, just go on and speak English. Speak to a friend. Speak to people around you. Have conversations, small talks. Just keep speaking English whatsoever. Don't be afraid to make mistakes, embrace mistakes and learn from them. Well, as opposed to the case we've just seen, there are some people who can speak English fluently and naturally, and are really calm and composed when speaking, and they never feel stuck or go for words. They can just boom say what they want to say without any hesitation or pauses, and the words just come out with a natural flow, almost like a river, and can use exactly the right words in the right way. And this should be the ultimate goal for all of us. And to achieve this end goal, we have to laser our focus on collocations that are known by different names like word combinations, word partners, word groups and word chunks. If you want to learn more about collocations, you could watch my video on collocations by simply tapping the clickable link found at the end of this video. Well, when all is said and done, we, the non-native speakers of English, have learned English the hard way, studying years on end. But still, somewhere down the line, we feel deep down inside that our English is not good enough. It could be in terms of fluency, or maybe in terms of writing or whatever. But it's high time you took the time, go all out and take your English to the next level. On that note, I'm going to wrap up with some tips on how to improve your English fluency. Tip number 1. Read, read, read and read. Read English every single day. The more you read, the better your English gets. Read newspapers, magazines, stories, novels and blogs on internet or whatever that comes to your way. Just grab it and read. Number 2. Listen to lots of English. Watch English news and debates on TV. Watch YouTube videos, preferably with subtitles. Just go find the stuff that really interests you. Tip number 3. Get enough speaking practice. Speaking often takes a backseat, but you got to get enough speaking practice as well, not just reading or listening. And make it a point to speak English daily at least for 10 to 15 minutes. This ensures you get enough speaking practice. Tip number 4. Put your thoughts on paper. Writing is actually one of the best ways to improve your English. Therefore, put your thoughts on paper the moment you get them. This will really help you to improve your English dramatically. Well, additionally, I'm going to give you a bonus tip. The bonus tip is, when you read a tabloid or a magazine or a novel or something, just laser your focus on the words found in quotes. It's because these are the actual words of the speaker, and most of the time the language used is suitable for speaking. You could copy these patterns of the language and produce them in your actual speech or writing. This practice would definitely take your English to the next level. Well, if you have any comments, leave them below this video. Thanks for watching and see you next time.